The planet's surface looked like broken pottery, sharp rocks scattered everywhere under a pale orange sky. Hana knew she was in trouble. Her small body shivered, not just from the cold but from fear. Just hours ago, everything had been normal. The research team from the Galactic Exploration Center was studying this remote planet called Proxima 7. Her team was mapping geological formations, collecting rock samples, and recording atmospheric conditions. Hana was the youngest member, excited to prove herself. The electromagnetic storm came without warning. Strange purple lightning crackled across the sky, and suddenly all their equipment went silent. Communication devices died. Tracking systems failed. Portable computers became nothing more than useless metal blocks. In those chaotic moments, everyone ran. Scientists scattered like tiny insects, trying to protect their research equipment and themselves. Hana got separated from her group during the panic. One moment she was next to her senior researcher, and the next she was alone. Now she walked carefully between massive rock formations. Her soft shoes made little sound against the rough ground. She carried a small backpack with limited water and emergency rations. Her species wasn't built for survival in harsh environments. They were thinkers, not fighters. The landscape was alien and dangerous. Strange rock formations looked like twisted sculptures. Some rocks seemed to move with shadows that weren't quite natural. Distant howling sounds reminded her that predators lived here. She wasn't just lost, she was vulnerable. Her communication device was broken. The small rectangular tool that usually connected her to her team now hung uselessly around her neck. Its green light had turned red, which she knew meant total system failure. No one could track her. No one knew where she was. Hana tried to remember her survival training. Stay calm, find high ground, look for signs of water, watch for potential shelter. But her training felt distant and theoretical compared to this real moment of danger. The temperature was dropping. Her thin research uniform provided little protection. She could see her breath forming small clouds in the cold air. Each step became harder. Her legs felt heavy. Exhaustion was setting in. In the distance, she heard movement. Something was watching her. She could feel eyes, not human, not friendly. Not. The predators of this world were starting to take notice of the small, lost creature moving slowly across their hunting grounds. Her training told her to stay still. Predators often tracked movement. But her instincts screamed to run, to move, to do something. Anything. The rocks around her seemed to change shapes in the fading light. Shadows grew longer. The alien landscape transformed from a research site to a potential death trap. Hana realized how small and alone she was. She thought about her family back home. Would they ever know what happened to her? Would she become just another statistic? Another young researcher who didn't return from an expedition? The thought made her want to cry, but she knew crying would waste energy she might need to survive. A cold wind swept across the rocky terrain, carrying strange sounds. Howls, clicks, scraping noises that didn't sound like anything she had ever heard before. This planet was alive, and it didn't care about her survival. Hana took another careful step, then another. She was moving, but she didn't know if she was moving toward safety or deeper into danger. Her small alien body was not designed for this kind of survival challenge. As darkness began to fall, the temperature dropped even more. Her breath became more visible. Her hands started to shake. The research uniform, designed for controlled environments, offered almost no protection against this harsh world. She was lost, alone, with predators watching, and night was coming. Hana knew her next decisions would determine whether she lived or died. The darkness brought different sounds, sharper, closer. Hana could hear them moving now, not just shadows, but actual creatures hunting in the alien night. Her species had excellent hearing, but these sounds were unlike anything she had ever experienced. Scratching, low growls, something dragging against rock surfaces. Sometimes a sound like breaking glass would echo across the rocky landscape. The predators of Proxima 7 were calculating hunters. They didn't rush. They studied. They waited. Each movement was a careful calculation of potential prey and risk. Hana was their perfect target, small, alone, clearly separated from any group. One creature moved closer, then another. They communicated through strange clicking sounds that sent chills down Hana's spine. These weren't random animals. They were intelligent hunters with a complex social structure. Her back pressed against a large rock formation. She knew running would trigger their hunting instincts. Prey that ran became prey that died. So she stayed absolutely still, controlling her breathing, trying to make herself as small and unnoticeable as possible. The first predator appeared, a creature with 6 legs and skin that seemed to change color based on the surrounding rocks. Its eyes were multiple, not like human eyes, but like clusters of small dark sensors that could detect movement from incredible distances. When it looked at Hana, she felt completely exposed. Another predator joined. This one was larger. Its body looked like a mix between a wolf and something from a nightmare. Sharp bone-like structures protruded from its shoulders. Each step made a soft, crushing sound against the rocky ground. Hana remembered her training. Don't show fear. Predators sense weakness. But her body was betraying her. Tiny trembles ran through her muscles. Her breath was getting faster. Her heart was beating so loud she was certain they could hear it. The creatures began to circle, not attacking, just watching, studying her. They were testing her reactions, understanding her movements, calculating the best moment to strike. Their hunting technique was methodical and cold. One predator made a low sound, part growl, part click. It was communicating with the others. They were planning, discussing, deciding the best way to take down their prey. Hana realized she wasn't just facing animals. She was facing a coordinated hunting team. Her small hand slowly reached into her research bag, limited options, a small emergency knife, a communication device that no longer worked, a small container of water. Nothing that could truly help her against these hunters. The larger predator took a step forward, then another. Its movements were smooth, calculated, no wasted energy. Each muscle seemed perfectly designed for hunting. Hana could see muscles moving under its changing color skin. It was preparing to attack. Another predator moved to her left. They were surrounding her, cutting off potential escape routes. Their strategy was perfect. Push the prey into a corner, limit movement, then attack from multiple directions. Hana's training felt useless now. All those classroom lessons about planetary exploration, all those safe discussions about potential alien encounters, nothing prepared her for this moment. This was raw survival. The first predator was close enough now that she could smell it, a mix of something metallic and something rotting. Its breath made a soft hissing sound. Multiple eyes focused directly on her. No emotion. Just calculation. She knew her chances were slim. A small research scientist against these perfect hunting machines. Her species was built for thinking, for understanding complex systems. Not for physical survival in harsh environments, but something inside her refused to give up. A tiny spark of determination. A refusal to become just another lost research statistic. The predators were ready. They had studied her, surrounded her, prepared their attack. All they needed was the right moment, and that moment was coming very soon. Jae-won, his handler, had checked all the equipment and gone to rest. But Max was different. His ears kept moving, listening, sensing something beyond human understanding. Colony dogs were special. Generations of careful breeding had created more than just animals. They were partners, intelligent, connected to environments, in ways humans couldn't fully understand. Max's breed was designed for harsh planetary explorations. Part German Shepherd, part genetically enhanced survival companion. His hearing could detect sounds from kilometers away. His sense of tracking was more advanced than any computer. Something was calling him. Not a sound. Not exactly a smell. More, like a feeling of danger, of something small and vulnerable being threatened. He looked at Jae-won sleeping in the portable shelter. Then he looked outside. The alien landscape was dark, dangerous. But Max didn't hesitate. With careful movements, he nudged open the shelter's secondary exit, a skill he had learned. Never disturb the human. Always be strategic. Always be quiet. The moment he was outside, his entire body changed. No longer a resting companion, now a pure survival machine. Each muscle calculated, each movement precise. Something was out there. Something needed help. Max moved like liquid across the rocky terrain. No unnecessary movements, no loud sounds, just pure focused energy moving with purpose. His enhanced hearing picked up multiple predator signatures, multiple heat signatures, and one small, fragile life form that was about to become prey. The predators of Proxima 7 were intelligent, but Max was something else, not just intelligent, purposeful, designed by humans to be more than just an animal. A true companion, a protector. Each step was calculated. He wasn't rushing. He was planning, understanding the terrain, reading the environmental signals, tracking the potential threat. His brain processed information faster than most computer systems. Location, terrain, predator movements, potential attack vectors, all calculated in milliseconds. The predators didn't know he was coming. They were focused on their prey, a small alien child, surrounded, trapped, waiting to be attacked. Max knew he had one chance, one moment to change everything. He wasn't just a dog. He was a guardian, designed by humans to protect, to survive, to make impossible choices in impossible moments. The first predator wouldn't expect him. Max would use that surprise. His training wasn't just about attack. It was about strategic intervention. As he got closer, he could smell the fear, not just from the alien child, but from the predators themselves. They were about to learn something important. Humans didn't just send animals into space. They sent companions, protectors, beings with purpose. Max was about to show these predators exactly what that meant. He was close now. Very close. The hunt was about to change, and nothing would ever be the same. The predators didn't expect a new player in their hunting game. One moment they were circling Hana, preparing to attack. The next moment, a blur of fur and muscle crashed into their carefully planned formation. Max wasn't just attacking, he was calculating. Each movement was a precise strike designed to disrupt and confuse. His body moved like a living weapon, trained for survival in the most extreme conditions. The first predator tried to turn, but Max was faster, a quick bite to the leg, not to kill, but to disable, to send a message. This prey was now protected. Hana watched in pure shock. Her alien eyes couldn't believe what was happening. This creature, this dog, was fighting multiple predators without fear. No hesitation, pure protection. The larger predator lunged. Max spun, used the creature's own momentum against it. A technique learned through generations of careful breeding and training. Not just an animal, a living, thinking protector. Sounds of battle filled the rocky landscape. Growls, clicks, the sounds of creatures fighting for survival. But Max was different. He wasn't fighting for himself. He was fighting for something else. Another predator tried to circle. Max saw it coming. A quick bark, not just a sound, but a calculated warning. Some frequencies can disorient. Some sounds can create fear. The predators were learning something important. This was no ordinary prey. This was a protected target. Max moved like water. One moment here, next moment there. Always protecting Hana. Always keeping her behind him. Never letting the predators get close. His breed was designed for this. Not just fighting, protecting. Understanding complex environments, making split-second decisions that could mean life or death. One predator managed to get close, tried to strike. Max's response was instant, A leap, a bite, a throw that sent the creature sliding across rocky ground. Hana couldn't move, couldn't breathe. She was watching something impossible, a creature fighting not with rage but with pure, calculated purpose. The predators were good hunters. But Max was something else. A guardian, designed by humans to survive, to protect, to make impossible choices. Each predator learned quickly. This target was protected. This fight was different. Max wasn't trying to kill. He was trying to send a message. This area, this moment, was not their hunting ground. His body showed no fear, no hesitation, pure, focused energy. The battle wasn't long, but it was intense. Every movement calculated, every strike purposeful. Slowly, the predators started to retreat. Not defeated, but understanding something had changed. This prey was different. This prey was protected. Max didn't chase, didn't show aggression beyond protection. He stood, watching, ensuring they were truly gone. Then he turned to Hana, looked at her, not with aggression, but with a calm understanding she was safe now. The predators of Proxima 7 had learned an important lesson. Some prey are not alone. Some prey have guardians, and those guardians can change everything. Max sat close to Hana, not touching, just protecting. His breathing was calm, his muscles relaxed, but his eyes remained alert, watching, protecting. Hana couldn't stop looking at him. This creature, this dog, had just saved her life. Not because it was programmed, but because it chose to. In the distance, sounds of movement, human voices, searching, calling out. The research team was looking for her. Max didn't move. He understood. Something bigger was happening. This wasn't just about survival. This was about connection. Hana's hand slowly reached out. Not to touch, just to be close. Her alien fingers were shaking, her body still processing what just happened. The first human to arrive was J1. He saw everything. Max, Hana, the destroyed, terrain from the battle. His eyes showed no surprise. This was what these dogs were designed to do. "Are you okay?" J1 asked Hana. She couldn't speak. Words felt small compared to what just happened. More researchers arrived. They checked her, scanned her, asked questions. But Hana's eyes never left Max. Something changed in that moment. Not just for her, but for understanding between species. Tears started flowing. But these weren't tears of fear. These were tears of understanding, of realizing how complex connections could be. Max remained calm, watching, protecting. The research team documented everything. But no document could capture what truly happened here. A dog, an alien child, a moment of pure protection. Kyung-min, the lead researcher, approached slowly. His scientific mind was trying to process what just happened. This wasn't just a survival moment. This was something more. "Remarkable," he whispered. Hana finally spoke, her voice small but clear. "He saved me," she said. Max's tail moved slightly. Not a wag, just a small movement. Understanding, the alien child and the human dog. Two different species, one moment of pure connection. No words could fully explain what happened on Proxima 7 that day. No scientific report could capture the emotion. Something changed, something important. Max looked at Hana. Hana looked at Max. No words needed. Understanding was complete. The research team would talk about this moment for years. How a simple dog became more than just an animal. How an alien child learned something about protection. As they prepared to leave, Hana looked back. One last time. Max stood, watching, protecting, a guardian, a protector, more than just an animal, a friend. The tears on her face told the entire story.